ERMA First is a Greek company which was established back in 2009. The main role of ERMA First, main scope of ERMA First was the development of a ballast water treatment system. Since 2009 we have developed two different systems, two different models, with both of them are in the market, following actually a high-end technology on the filtration on disinfection. The last 18 months we haven't done any extreme developments since the product is a mature product. However, we are doing some minor changes on the energy efficiency of our electrolytic cells, and we make them able to operate in freshwater conditions and really cold waters, such as 0.9 PSU in salinity and 3 Celsius in temperature. With regards to statutory approvals, I mean IMO approval, ERMA First holds an IMO type approval from the Greek administration and from Liberia administration. We have a Lloyd's Register class approval, while an ABS product PDA, product development design approval, is on its way. With regards to the hot topic, which is the US Coast Guard type approval, ERMA First is the second company worldwide which has signed a contract with NSF, the American Independent Laboratory. We've signed a contract back in 2014, and since then we've started our testing. The testing is rigorous and really conservative, which takes time and a lot of efforts. And as we're starting now, we are planning to finish everything by 22nd of July this summer. Therefore, a month later, our independent laboratory, NSF, will apply for a US Coast Guard type approval to the US Coast Guard. With regards to installation, so far the majority of our installations are mainly on new builds. The big challenges are related to the good cooperation between our engineering team and the designers of the ship owners. Due to the differences in mentality and in language, since we mainly sell our equipment to Korean, Japanese and Chinese shipyards, we're facing a lot of difficulties in order to explain them which are our installation standards. From the last 5 years that we're doing in actual installations, we have learned that drawings is the king, and this is the common language that we have to communicate between our designers and the Asian designers. Therefore, we have managed to develop high-end and detailed drawings, which does not leave any room for error for the installer. This is one thing. With regards to operation now, this is a grey area. As long as the convention is not in force, the ship owners are not obliged to operate the system. Therefore, the feedback that we're receiving is minimum. However, ERMA First is giving a lot of incentives to the operators of our system, and I mean like extended guarantee or bonus if we receive a lot of feedback. And so far we have managed to have more than 30 systems that they're in actual operation, and we're receiving a lot of input. From the input, our engineering team is developing and it's optimizing the system in order to make it more user-friendly. The retrofit experience is really minimal. However, from this minimum experience, we have realized that 12 to 18 months planning is an adequate time frame. Maybe it's a bit conservative, but it's an adequate time frame from the time that the ship owner decides to install a ballast water treatment system, to choose the system, make the feasibility study, which means if the system fits on board of that specific vessels, and then proceed with the detail engineering, how the system will be installed, and with the development of all the drawings for class plan approval. So I assume, or I expect, that 12 to 18 months is an adequate time frame. And closing, I would like to mention that fail to plan is a plan to fail. Posidonia this year has been an exceptionally good fair. It's always a high quality fair with a lot of interesting people, a lot of decision makers that are joining us and they're visiting Posidonia. But this year we have experienced a really high quality in the crowd and really high numbers of visitors. This gives a hope to all of us which are serving the shipping industry that the black days of the shipping industry, they're nearly the end and there is a hope in the near future.